welcome to the show. It's a big night for us all. James Bond is back, everybody! Yeah! Mr. Bond, we've been expecting you for quite some time. Now, it is great to be back. I'm so excited. I'm fit to burst, like Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles. Now, hope you've all had a good summer. Things have started opening up again. The kids are back in the clubs. Ooh! Michael Gove is in the house. Go, Michael. Go, Michael. No, seriously, go, Michael. Michael Gove there, off his face. Mind you, if that was your face, you would want to be off it. In other exciting news this week, Boris Johnson has been in America. Yeah, visiting President Biden to discuss their unique special relationship. Who is this guy? The good news is Biden decided to lift the US flight ban. So now people in the UK will be able to travel to America, whether they want to or not. Listen. We've a great lineup to start the new series. Later we'll have music and chat from the one of the biggest music stars in the world, Ed Sheeran, will be here. Yeah. But first, let's meet the stars of the long-awaited James Bond movie, No Time to Die. The Oscar-winning star of Bohemian Rhapsody, Rami Malek, is here. Hello. She's the British star of Captain Marvel. It's Lashana Lynch. The French superstar and winner of the Palme d'Or, it's only Seydoux, everyone. And making his final appearance as 007, it's the one and only Mr. Daniel Craig! It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal, yeah.
Soon you'll be free of all this. You'll never hear that music again.
You think?
No, in fact, yeah, for the rest of your life, you will hear that music. Yeah. I mean, how many times have you geared up for this? I was saying to the audience before that we were supposed to do this show in March 2020. How many times did you get ready for a premiere since then?
I think we did. That's mainly what we did. I mean, we closed down Times Square, didn't we? And had a whole thing there going on. And there was so much like we were ready to go and then nothing. Because, you know...
Yeah, things happened.
Things happened, yeah. But listen, we're in a brilliant position now. We're ready to go. We're going to release this, and I've got to thank Universal and MGM for this, having the nuts, holding their nerve.
Yeah.
Because it's been really a struggle, but we're going to get it in the cinemas. I mean, it would have been a tragedy if this had gone onto streaming.
And I think the timing's great, because like you see this audience here, you know, they're happy to be here and sit with each other. So they will be in cinemas. They are going to see your movie. So...
You haven't spoken to them. They might not be.
Literally.
James Bond special.
Why?
Didn't that come out already? And Seydoux, bonsoir, bienvenue.
Bonsoir, merci.
Ooh. And it strikes me, you know, because you grew up in France, was James Bond as iconic there? Like, were your family very excited when they found out you were going to be part of the Bond world?
Not at all.
No. Wow, they're in the audience.
Damn!
They don't really know about James Bond.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you not know about James Bond?
No.
Okay.
This guy.
You do now.
Yeah.
But actually, well, you say that. Lashana, had you seen any Bond films before you became part of the world?
I think my dad keeps reminding me that we watched it together when I was like 1 and 2.
Oh, well.
Which I obviously don't remember.
Daniel, I mean, he wasn't in them then, was he?
No. Daniel?
Just because this is the last time we're doing this.
It'll turn into a Daniel Craig roast. No problem.
Nearly.
So you watched the very old Bond films back then?
When I was younger.
Yeah.
And then when I was cast... when I was cast, I actually watched from Dr. No onwards. Throughout the
Did you watch more?
shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And welcome back to Rami Malek. Hello.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm not as well as you.
Yeah.
You won an Oscar since I last met you.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And, like, you are Daniel Craig's final Bond villain.
Yeah.
Were you kind of aware of what a big deal that was going to be?
Yeah, of course I was. How could I not be? Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little intimidated at me going head-to-head with you for the first time. I mean, when you see him on stage, on the 007 stage, and he's full James Bond, it's, I will say, the second I got out there, there were moments I dropped lines, and I was like, oh, this is because I'm looking straight at James Bond. I couldn't handle it.
He's brilliant, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. As all of these guys are. They're just stunning in the movie, so.
And I suppose the question at this point, Daniel, is, because it was so long, how much of this film do you remember?
Now that I'm so old.
Cup of tea, Daniel! Cup of tea!
Have I been?
Have you been? Have you been?
What was the question?
The answer is no.
Thank you. No.
Let's jog all of your memories. The 25th James Bond film is called No Time to Die. No Time to Die. It's on screens everywhere from next Thursday, September the 30th. And here's a little taste of what to expect.
Max Factor představuje Facefinity, náš první veganský make-up 3 v 1, který kombinuje podkladovou bázi, korektor a...
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. Now they're just floating in the ether.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
Oh my God. Target enough people.
Remember, people become the weapon.
Who is he?
James, you don't know what this is.
And I think more than any other Bond film I can remember, the plot of this is so shrouded in secrecy. Presumably it's your last one, but what can you tell us about the plot?
Nothing, because I clearly can't remember. It's sort of shrouded in secrecy. I think it's to do with the fact that we've delayed for so long and we were so worried about it getting out, and you know how things get stolen, pirated and all of these things, so we've just locked it down.
Yeah.
And even the fact that we haven't shown it to any press, and usually when you do that, it means the movie's not very good. But we feel very confident that it's good, and we feel that we want people to sort of experience it in the cinemas. You know, and there's a lot going on. I'm really not answering this question very well because I don't want to give any away.
Have you even seen the movie yet?
No.
I don't know what happened.
Tonight. I've got nothing to say. You know, we start basically where Spectre left off. Madeline and Bond have gone off into the sunset, and as usual, the shit hits the fan.
Okay, shit hitting fan. That sounds good already. Yeah. And Lashana Lynch, now you are breaking ground in this film because am I right in thinking you are the first ever female 00 agent?
There's been one.
Oh, was there?
Yes. I feel like I just want to plant one so that I can just, like, deflect. Danny, there was another one. Yes, I am. Yeah, the first in...
Oh, you are the first?
History, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. Yes. I thought I was wrong. I was like, wait, my notes.
Put a spanner in the works, see what happens. Throw it out there.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of speculation about your role in this film. So if he's 007, what are you 00? 00, what's your number?
00 what? That's what it is.
00 what?
I'm actually really intrigued to see what everyone else thinks, like what the audience think I am. Like, I know I can't really quite see your faces, but I want to do like a blink once if you think I'm 006, blink twice if you think 0011. Shall I be? I'm really intrigued to see what everyone thinks. I want to keep it so ambiguous because I think the conversation is great.
I think you're quite a high number.
00...
22.
22. I like it. It's slightly rounded.
Well, Lashana, we've got a very special clip. This is you explaining to Bond how the times are changing.
Well, that's It's not the first thing I thought you'd take off, but...
Yeah. You seem like a man who's gagging for some action, Mr. Bond.
Shall we cut to the chase?
I'm here as a professional courtesy.
Well, you're not very courteous, are you? You've broken my car. It's Commander Bond.
You know that.
00?
2 years.
Very young.
High achiever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The world's moved on since he retired, Commander Bond. Perhaps he didn't notice.
No, can't say I had. And in my humble opinion, the world doesn't change very much.
You would say that. Look, this all seems like heaven. This little bubble, or whatever. But it's so obvious you're a man who only has time to kill. Nothing to live for.
Daniel just whispered there, that was your first day.
That was the first day in Jamaica.
Yeah, threw us straight in. It's like 3 months of physical training and then off you go.
Literally.
Go.
Brilliant.
But how nice to go to Jamaica. Fantastic.
Oh, amazing. I'm Jamaican. My family's Jamaican. I took my mum.
Yeah.
She's never been to that part of the island before. And she was like, oh, I might buy property here. This is great. It's like I'm staying in a hotel for the first time. This is a bit weird, but maybe I could just buy somewhere to live. Like, go off, Mum, do your thing, sure.
Did you bring her to set? Did you get to meet everybody?
Yeah. Yeah. It was very exciting for her. She just kind of sat on the edge. She was on the edge of that house, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You probably didn't see her because she was just trying to, like, trying to be an extra, but not. Like her hand just moving into shot.
We'll keep an eye out for her now.
Yeah, do.
Something else to look for. But now, Lashana, here's the exciting thing. I hear from sources on this film that you were the best stunt person of all time ever.
Ooh.
They said that.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote.
Well, they said it to you, didn't they?
No, I'm taking what you said.
Okay.
I'm running with that. Thank you.
But running really well.
I showed up to do my thing. I'd been to the gym a couple of times, thought I could do it. And I was not ready, I'm not going to lie. I was not prepared for the level of work that they put the cast through for these stunts. It was ninja level.
Wow.
Which I'd asked them to make me.
Yeah.
But then I didn't realise that they were actually going to try and make me a ninja.
Yeah.
Now I'm a ninja.
And what did you injure?
What's a ninja?
What did you injure?
What's a ninja?
What ninja? Well, get me dictionary.
This is where our social distancing goes wrong. What's a ninja? Did you injure anything?
I didn't injure anything.
Does it carefully and properly. Like me.
Because, Daniel, one of the things you're not going to miss is the terrible toll it has taken on your body.
I don't know. I'm sitting here in a brace. No, it's all great.
No time to die, no time to die. What did you break in No Time to Die?
My ankle.
I mean, you do...
And the joke is, like, literally walking down a plank. I mean, wasn't even running, wasn't even doing anything action-based. I just walked down, slipped, and fell over. It was so stupid.
And over the films, what's the worst injury you've had?
Probably my knee, which was on Spectre, which was... that was Dave Bautista, God bless him, who is a professional wrestler. We were doing this scene, there's a fight sequence on a train in Spectre, and we learnt this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and you know, you basically spend a week shooting it, and the whole thing is there. And Dave was being really great with me, but he's a big guy, and I forget how big he is, and he was sort of throwing me against this wall, and he was being gentle, because, you know, so he should, it's pretend. And I just said, Dave, mate, go on, it's all right, come on, you can chuck me a bit, don't worry about it, it's fine, I'm fine. So he did. I ended up on the wall, but my knee was sort of over here somewhere. And I sort of went, oh, God! And I knew, and it's horrible, because if anybody's had an injury, they kind of, you know, that kind of injury, you just know in your head that something's really wrong. And God bless him. I was out, and then we went back and we refilmed it, and I had to film it with a brace on, and it was a struggle to do it. But I broke his nose.
Oh.
What?
Don't mess with the Craig.
I didn't do it deliberately. Clearly, it was a mistake. And it was so like I said, he's a big guy. He's a professional wrestler. You really wouldn't mess with him. And I threw this punch, I hit him on the nose, and I heard this crack, and I went, "Oh God, no!" and ran away. I thought he was going to come after me. And he was so sweet, and he literally did something like this. He went, "Ah, it's fine."
No.
I mean, he's a lot tougher than I am. I'll give you that.
And Les Seydoux, you worked with Tom Cruise, obviously, who loves a stunt. So, in a fight, who would win? Daniel Craig or Tom Cruise?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Tom Cruise, of course.
Tom Cruise, of course.
Yeah, are you working with Tom next?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Madeleine Swan, your character,
Yes.
returns in this movie. And in Inspector at the end, you walked off into the sunset.
Yes.
So the beginning of this movie, Madeleine and James are together? Together?
At the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, they are, yes.
Like roommates or?
They are like together. It's right after Spectre.
Okay. Nice.
So they are in
Yeah.
love and in Italy. Very romantic place, Matera.
Beautiful.
And everything's perfect and they are, yeah, just in love and...
And that's at
That's
the whole.
great.
Yeah, it's a romance movie. They've really turned a
all
corner.
it is.
No action. It's just lovely.
No, it's beautiful, yeah.
But reading interviews with you guys, it seems that even between Spectre and this film, sort of the role of Bond women has kind of evolved and developed. Is that fair?
Yes, yes, because I came back. So... I love it.
And developed.
Developed.
Well, because in terms of the script, a lot's been made of Phoebe Waller-Bridge coming on board. So
Yes.
did she change things?
Yeah, she changed things and she wrote like for us, for Lashana as well. And she's great, but I mean, she's great. I wish I
feel like you hate her.
You know what? I love her. Like, I'm a huge fan, actually. But I saw her like briefly on set.
Oh, okay.
And I wish I had more time.
Oh,
with
we
her.
didn't. We
But I-
didn't have enough time with her. We
Yeah.
wish we'd had. She's very, very, very busy. So
Yeah.
we got her sort of like for snippets, but she came in and she sort of had a big influence on the script, and I think allowed. She's one of the best around, and made her. She freed up a lot of things, allowed us all to kind of be a bit. I mean, I think for Lashana, she was really important and crucial.
Yeah,
for your kind of,
she was brilliant.
Yeah.
As soon as I knew she was on board, I kind of secretly, officially said, "Oh, I'm in Fleabag, like unofficially. This is great. I'm auditioning for Fleabag." And we had a very direct conversation about who she should be, and I said my thoughts, and she was like, "Yeah, just that. I'm going to write that." That's exactly what it is.
Because what amazes me is that, you think this is a multi-million-pound film, and yet it sounds like it's quite collaborative. Like, you had late-night sessions working with Phoebe, didn't you?
At the end of one day, yeah, actually, there was one moment where I know it's Daniel's last film, and trying to elevate it as much as we possibly could. So, trying to do the best. The one thing I hate when we're, as a young actor, is going home and lying in bed and thinking, man, it could have been that much better. So I try to remove that at all costs now. So I had enough gumption to go to Daniel. I'm like, the scene I think could use a little bit more work. And I remember your face and your look. You're like, you take care of this. I'm done. But no, we started to talk about it, and our great producer Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson, they actually gave us a day off. They said, you know what, let's actually work on it. And instead of trying to fix it on the day while the cameras are rolling, let's go into an office. We sat down with Cary Fukunaga, our director, and this really complicated scene we were trying to fix. We finally had a moment after 3 hours, and we broke it, and we got it, and it felt so damn good. And to that point, I stood up, Daniel stood up, and he gave me a big hug, and then he planted a kiss on my cheek.
oh, on his cheek.
How tender.
And
It's
at
very
that point,
tender. It was actually very tender.
I
a little
smiled,
too tender.
and
Yeah.
I get it.
yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, well, I look around the room and I said, well, hey, man, does that make me a Bond girl?
Very good. Now, Rami Malek Malek, here you are, the villain. Your villain is called, is it pronounced Lucifer, Safin?
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
That's good. Safin, yeah. No, that makes you giggle. You enjoy that.
Lucifer. It's like Lucifer with a T.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here we are. We have a clip of you locking horns with Bond.
People want oblivion, and a few of us are born to build it for them. So here I am, their invisible god, sneaking under their skin.
You know that history isn't kind to those who play God.
And you don't? We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Čerstvá novinka v kategorii krmení. Díky unikátnímu zpracování vysoce kvalitních surovin zachovávají granule původní vlastnosti všech ingrediencí, hlavně čerstvého masa. Carnilave True Fresh.
I mean, he seems like a sort of classic Bond villain. He lives in a damp basement. Something we've noticed over the years, I'm sure we all... Bond villains don't have much luck with their complexions. Classic, Blofeld, obviously, that's unfortunate, shaving accident. Jaws, very poor dentistry. And Javier Bardem, I mean, his whole face fell off. But now, what is wrong with you?
A lot's wrong with me.
No, your character.
Yeah.
Lucifer.
Lucifer. I mean, Daniel, help me out with this, man. How do you get away? Yeah.
The skin is not great.
There's a major plot point.
Yeah, it's a major plot
that
point.
is
Yeah.
about the way he looks.
Okay.
And it's sort of important that we kind of don't give it away.
Yeah.
But it's
Is he allergic to detergent?
he's got a few allergies.
He's got allergies.
He's got allergies. By the way, we saw Jaws there.
Yeah.
We've got a picture of some teeth. Who owns these teeth?
I own those teeth.
He owns those
Very
teeth.
familiar.
Freddie's teeth.
They are. I had them cast in gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a cool thing to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are they?
You have them with you?
No, I should have.
Is that actually?
brought them. Yeah.
You should wear them all the time.
I had to wear them every day during that film. So finally, I said, "What's a cool way to just have these in my as a very special trophy from the film, and that's what it is." Yeah.
And are they in a little display case in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Well, people always ask us, like, what did you take from the film? And Daniel's got this great answer. He goes, everyone thinks actors are just kleptomaniacs.